Big A, thoughts on Angel Hernandez retiring? Good career, honestly. Hall of Fame? I'm not sure, but I think very likely. The thing I love most about Angel Hernandez is, oh, is he bad? He was an ump. The thing I hate most about Angel Hernandez is that this was ruining baseball. Angel Hernandez, more like Devil Hernandez. Do you know what I'm saying?
Earlier this season, he called this a strike. Whoa. The very next pitch.
2-1. And, oh my goodness.
Then immediately after that.
Is he a bad ump? Or is he gambling on the game? Also, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know baseball well enough. You know, it's a strike to me. I should be an ump. Put me in there. You know what? If he wants to take the heat off himself, get me in there for the job, bro. He threw the ball, he didn't hit it. That's a strike. That's a strike where I'm from.
This pitch was 6.78 inches outside, the worst miss in the history of umpire auditor.
This is the largest miss on a called strikeout in umpire auditor history. He's the GOAT, dude. He's actually breaking records, breaking rules.
Angel Hernandez, you stink!
Oh, you could feel the passion. You could feel the passion. Wow. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. I mean, that's a real, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying?
A manager got ejected for arguing with an umpire, even though he wasn't even the person who said it. It was a fan. This was called a strike. This was called a ball. And after a
Who, me? Here's a breakdown.
We are early into this Yankees versus A's game. This is the fourth pitch of the game, and it hits him in the foot. It's a swing. They go and say no swing. So he goes the first. Boone's like, hey, whoa, that's the call?
If you swing at it, even if the pitch is bad, it's your fault. So it takes the discipline to not swing. He did swing at it, right? We all saw that. He swung at it.
And you're going to hear the umpire say, hey.
You're not yelling at me. I did what I was supposed to do and check. I'm looking for him to get hit by the pitch. You got anything else to say? You're gone.
Wow. You know what? We're not going to need a John Boy breakdown of that one. We got a very clear...
And we're done.
Okay, so yeah. I'll do a...
You know what? It's so funny. I don't watch baseball, right? This is not relatable to me in terms of the umpire. But this is relatable in terms of, you ever been hanging out with your friends and you make jokes on a person and one time they take it too far? You can tell they're not actually fucking with it and they snap back a little too hard. And you know that if you push it one more time.
Boone was like, all right, cool. You don't want me to say anything? Thumbs up. The fan yelled, let's see. Here it is. He says, let's go, home plate. That's all.
And we're done.
You're done. He didn't like that. He thought someone in the dugout yelled, and he already said one more word, and you're gone.
Hey, God. Who said it? They're gone.
No, I'm down here. That was from up there. I'm not leaving.
No, I don't care. Bullshit.
That's my favorite part. He's like, hey, we got to overrule this. I didn't say this. And
what do you mean bullshit? He's doing the full call. I love that.
Bullshit. I did not say.
He's like, that's like talking to your parents. I didn't do it. Mom, I didn't do it. You can't blame me. It wasn't even me. He's not wrong at all. It's just funny because it's just like when you're with your parent.
You're probably right, Aaron.
I'm not probably right. I'm.
This was called a strike to end the game.
Not even close. You gotta be kidding me.
I don't want to be, robots taking our jobs here, but this feels like if they have a computer model that can show you where the box is and where this is, we don't need a human being. If we can have this up and it can tell you, we don't need a guy's opinion.
When umpires miss a call by an inch, it is obvious, but try making these calls with no box from the umpire's point of view. Was this a ball or a strike? If you said strike, you were right. Right?
Yeah, I got no idea. I'll be the most hated umpire. I would literally coin flip every time.
What about this pitch?
Strike.
If you said strike, you were right again, right on the outside corner. What about this pitch?
That's a strike.
If you said strike, bad news. You just made one of the worst calls of the season. This ball is 3.48 inches off the plate. Out of over 27,000 calls on lefties in the month of May 2023, you just made the 11th worst call of the month. It was worse than 99.999.
Okay, I get it. You're ejected. Hey, you get out of here. You can't talk to the ref like that. Get out!
Perhaps the first controversial call in his young career, Angel Hernandez called this runner safe in the bottom of the 11th inning of a tie game.
Make sure I understand. If this guy has the ball on the plate before he gets there, it's over. And that's clearly what happened. He has to tag him? Oh, I thought you could just touch the plate. Am I wrong? Depends. It depends? It fucking depends. This sport sucks, bro. So he has to touch him.
Entire 20-year.
So, I mean, all right, this guy does touch him before he touches the plate, but barely.
Back then, Hernandez wasn't known for being a bad umpire. The public didn't even know who he was. However, within baseball,
Guy's last name is Coomer. I guess I'm just glad he's not younger. If he was like in school right now, that'd be tougher. Yeah, his kids. His kids are gonna have a tough time.
despite his reputation, he, quote, grades out as an above average umpire. No matter how you slice it, Hernandez is a quality umpire among an already amazing group.
That is only like calling balls and strikes though, right? Like some part of being an umpire, I assume, is temperament. Also stuff about, you know, whether someone's safe or not.
But in 2013, this one play may have changed all of that. But before we get to that, a quick word from...
Does an umpire have the right to just sit there and eject every single person from the game and then sit there alone on the field and cackle to the moon? If they wanted to, like on their last day, could they go out there and be like, you get out, you get out, you get out, you get out, and just have everybody get out? And then they sit there and they play catch with themselves? That'd be kind of sick. That'd be kinda, and then they have to get a whole... Imagine it's like Game 7 of the MLB finals. Everyone has to watch you. 100,000 people in the crowd.
The Athletics were down to their final out when Adam Rosales hit this fly ball and missed tying the game by an inch. However, if you look closely, it did go over the wall.
It did go up. You're right.
Okay, I don't get this one. If it lands in the field, isn't it not a home run? Ball went over the yellow line. It hit something out here and then it bounced off the railing. That's crazy.
Moments later, after watching the replay in a video room, Angel Hernandez decided this was a double.
A double? Are you kidding me? No idea what replay they saw.
The game-tying home run didn't count. The Athletics manager lost his mind. Angel ejected him. The A's went on to lose, and this call ended up being a massive deal. Writer Peter Gammons believed that Angel Hernandez didn't believe in instant replay, so to protest the system, refused to reverse the call.
Oh, that's so whack. You don't believe in footage? You don't believe in the power of cameras? What does that mean? You don't believe in it? You know, it exists. That's insane. That's not even threatening your job. That's what you do your job better.
He ejected Ian Kinsler after he was arguing balls and strikes. Kinsler, after the game, said Angel is always messing with games blatantly and should, quote, find a new job. It's when MLB decided to fine Kinsler instead of suspend him. Umpires across baseball decided to band together and wear white wristbands to protest, quote,
some fucking umpire lives matter shit. The thin white line. Only between us and chaos are the umpires. They're the only ones that keep us safe. That is so cringe.
A year later, with his discrimination lawsuit still in court, Angel was selected to umpire the playoffs. In a close play at first, he made this call. The Red Sox challenged and the call was reversed. The next inning, he made this call. The Yankees challenged, and it turns out Angel was wrong again. Later in the game, he made this call, and the Yankees challenged again, and once again, Angel Hernandez was wrong.
Our umpires paid super well. Like, I don't understand why he even wants this job. Everybody fucking hates him. He's getting public scrutiny all the time. They get free hot dogs. Oh, it is a base salary of $400K. Okay. $400K base salary plus a little upside from making some unique calls. That's good. That's a good pay package.
Angel Hernandez, you stink!
This was after he said Bryce Harper swung at this pitch. And once again, this call became a story around baseball.
Absolute check swing. I mean, there's no way he went through. How many times?
Okay, but wait, what if Angel Hernandez retires, which it sounds like he's doing, and now these people, you know, these sports talk radio guys don't have a free segment every week? Think about that, dude. You might be hurting the economy. You might be hurting the content.
According to the rule book, the strike zone is, quote, the area over home plate from the midpoint between the batter's shoulders and the top of the uniform pants, and the bottom of the zone is just below the kneecap. But this is not the actual strike zone. MLB goes against their own rule book, and when grading umps, sets the top of the strike zone at wherever their belt line is when they set up in the batter's box, all the way down to the hollow of the back of their knee. They also add 2 inches on.
Dude, what is this fucking sport? What? It's a fucking wizard. It's a magic spell. Someone is for sure belt maxing. Wait, can't you just put your belt up to your fucking nipples to get a huge strike zone? Longest, you want it small. Yeah, you want it low. I'm sorry. Your belt around your fucking knees? You got your fucking dick out for you to get a bigger strike zone?
MLB got the technology that made this evaluation process possible in 2008. In 2008, they missed 6.8% of calls on the margins. Today, that number has been cut in half to only 3.2%. Their accuracy went from 81.3% to 92.4%.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's in the right direction. I just still think 8% being wrong is crazy, especially because there's so many important moments that'll happen in a game, and we just know for a fact they're going to get some wrong pretty regularly. Wouldn't reviewing everything make the game take longer, though? I that's what I thought. But now that I've seen this tech, it feels like they could do it live. And if you want to keep it human, yeah, give the ump an earpiece. And they can, and that way, oh, this would be great. That way, umps just need to focus on looks maxing. They need the ump max. All we need from the umpire is for you to look the part, okay? We need strong jaw. That's all they do 24/7. And then the call in their ears just tells them if it's a ball or a strike. They just gotta get to practice their T poses. They gotta practice they gotta mew. That is what they should do. And then it's still a human doing the job, but it's, you know. All right, well, now I know. Now I'm caught up on Angel Hernandez. I know the fucking lore. I know the lore of it, dude. You talking about the new J. Cole song already? I did. I talked about how it's the greatest song in history. What do you want me to say? Grippy is an all-time top 1 verse in the history of rap.